capitalism has been never been higher. Okay, so Caesar 3, I've played it quite a lot. I've completed the whole campaign. Some of them I've done a few times. But I always said if somebody brought a map to me, I would play it. And Pepperan in chat decided to follow in Nanotalk's footsteps and made Jake's Desert Retreat, the Exile to Mzab. It's a desert province, it's huge, it's besieged. The reason it's version 2.0 is because Pepper hasn't actually played this game, so I made some modifications to it to make it a bit harder. The most notable thing is I blocked academies so that you can't get loads of luxury palaces to just cruise by on their money and their prosperity. There's a really huge amount of people that you have to house, and you only have 30 years to do it, which is pretty damn harsh. So let's slow it right down. Let's immediately save so we don't have any problems here. So this is Mzab. There we go. And let's get the best music there. I really like this. Sounds like everything is just starting up. So, let's have a look at this map. I have had the chance to look at it. There's quite a few natives, which are going to make life hard if you want to take over their land, but they just occupy some tiny amounts of fertile land here. It's probably not something worth worrying about. Land like this isn't worth worrying about as well. That's nothing worth building there, nothing you have to get. There's some fertile land here, but it's so awkwardly placed, it's pretty awful. This is where the boats are going to float in by, so if I want to trade by sea, it'll have to be done there. And this is the entry and exit point, which is kind of weird, but what you going to do? Fertile land here, but it's in a valley that's difficult to get to, so there's a problem there immediately. Because this is a desert map, everything is going to go on fire twice as fast, which is awful. Jake, the viewer reduction strats are real. Well, given that maybe like 300 people tend to come for Caesar, we'll see where it goes. It's a bit of a visual glitch, but this, trust me, is a native meeting hut. Which means I can trade with natives, good to know. And there's a huge amount of empty space here that realistically you can't raise a population here. There's no food, there's no water. They're not going to have a good life, unless you want to tent them all. Also, more useless land around here. One of the hardest things to do in this game is transport food around, and if there's no food to be had, then it's pretty hopeless. Good food to be had here, but we were told the city is besieged, so we should be worrying about points at the edge here. That's where the enemies can come in. Months till defeat will tick down, and that is something very worrying. But here at the very bottom is the breadbasket of this map. If we let a bit of time pass, there we go. We can see that there's loads of fishing points here, so we can fish for days here. It's extremely fertile, and this is where we're going to be doing the bulk of our everything. Apparently you credited the wrong person, Jake. What? I was like 110% sure Pepper made this. It'd be funny if I got it wrong. There are animals here, but since they're not wolves, we don't have to worry about it. One thing I do have to worry about is the fact that this ideal building point is so far away from the entry point. It's going to take ages to get any amount of people here. It's going to be really quite difficult. I sent nothing yet, Jake. What? What? It was Dusty and not Pepper. My mind is blown here. Oh well, Dusty sent me this. This is crazy. Okay. Well, there we go. Alright, so Dusty made this. I've been completely wrong. What you gonna do? So, all looks very bleak from the start. However, if we jump over to this, we can see that our trading opportunities are pretty vast. Carthago, Syracusae, Athene, and the Thamagdi. Now, since we're going to have to trade for money early on, I'm going to have to open up this land trade route. Fortunately, it only costs 250 ducats. Unfortunately, we only started off with 5,000. That's not a lot. They're going to buy weapons and pottery. So let's keep that one in mind. Jake's creating new reasons for playing Caesar at this point. Oh yeah, totally made by the chat, this map. Well, Nanotalk's made a couple of pretty good ones. So I gotta make pottery and weapons to ship them away. The question is, do I want to make them here or do I want to make them elsewhere? I need money on the dot. So it might be an idea to set up a small community here based around exports than it is to do just about anything else. Alternatively, this guy here at the native meeting hut, he will buy a lot of my crap. And this is very well set up for making weapons. And quite possibly, if anybody will buy marble, yeah, Catharga will buy marble. So if you pacify natives, and this visual bug, how I remember it from my childhood. If you pacify the natives, they will trade from you if they have a meeting hut. There is one meeting hut over there, and one over here. I don't think there was one up here. No, there is. Okay, there is huge trading opportunity here. And I'll probably do it with you because you're so close by. The alternative is to do it here. Not so good for making weapons. Now, how best to do this? I mean, you can go to risks from natives. And this is pretty bad. If I build in this area, the natives are going to curb stomp me. I don't want that. So I think what I'll do is I'll have tents set up here to make a whole lot of weapons. And I'm going to sell it to them, and I'm going to sell it to traders that come in from here. The traders have a long way to go around, but I desperately need some money before I even want to touch down here. It's just going to be Tent City to begin with. Jake, there's another village in the cliffs in the east. Another one. Well, I mean, there's the one there. So what do we have? 3 villages? That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so money is priority 1. I need to set up weapon exports. So we got the game going super slow. And I will open up other routes to sell stuff as time goes on, but I gotta get those weapons out of here. How to do this though? I mean, it's not a pleasant bit for doing anything on here. But yeah, wow, actually that's a pretty awful Let's just go with that. Well, as long as I know this part, we're okay. So I'm going to be mining here a lot. If I export, let's ignore sea trade for a while because I can't set that up with the current map layout. But I'm going to need to sell off 25 of our weapons, which is 3 iron mines. One iron mine essentially sells about 9 of something. However, these guys buy quite a bit as well, so I might need more than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's going to be a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff being sold here. Which means I'm going to want like a little roundabouty bit here, and then I want a tent city here, and I'm not even joking about that one. So it'll be like, well, how best to do this anyway? People aren't going to be happy anyway, but I just need a lot of people. Also, these points look like we could definitely have invasions along here. A nice thing to do is to put forests along here if you know there won't be an invasion, but there could be one here or anywhere along here, so I don't want to build too close to it. Well, I mean, it's all going to be horrible places to live for these people anyway, so 2, and then just along here. Not sure if I like that all that much, because these guys are going to be full of lots of things. Alright, we'll do it this way then. I don't want to spend too much money on this, but I'm completely ad-libbing when I build here. 1, 2, space, 1, 2. This is just going to be ugly, ugly tent city. More gridded than American city. I know the prefects can make that run, but I'm going to need 2 of them to really make it count. Now my people are going to be horrifically unhappy here, so let's start by paying them a bit more and not taxing them in the slightest. Giant fire pit, yes it is, that's what happens when you go with desert. I have a lot of people here. I mean a lot of people here. The more buildings you have on the map at the same time, the more you're going to get them flood in. So this is good. I need a lot of people for what I'm trying to do here. I keep saying a lot of people. It's because I need a lot of people. I can also restructure this. Kind of. Yeah, this might be for the better. Yeah, okay. Fortunately, mission posts don't break down or burn down or anything like that, so we're good. Those iron mines are going to be around here, but they will need labor access as well. It'll be easier to build when I have people in. That's when I can start thinking about it. So I want people to start flooding on in. Okay, prices are going up already. So it's going to be expensive from the start, I see. So I hope everything moved over seamlessly. And notice the months till defeat already ticking down. So from the moment they start building tents, I need prefectures, 2 of, to ensure that there isn't a whole load of burning down, and an engineer post to ensure that, well, there's even less burning and breaking. I also need to keep the gods happy. I guess I will immediately erect temples in their honor. I'll put buildings that need to be over here. This will keep us happy until we have about 1,000 people. Then I really need to start investing in the power of the Oracle. There we go. Don't even worry about watering my people for now. But I need to get an army going pretty quickly. I know that. I'm probably going to need people here as well, let's be honest. These guys are going to have to go there. Right, good. The prefecture has somebody working there. If we look at risks for fire, already popping up. So these guys need to do their rounds and ensure that there's no such problem. And they have the range to make the whole way around, which is fantastic. So how's this gonna work then? What if this one kind of went out and around? Just a thought, right? As I said, and will continue to say, I'm ad-libbing this, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I just want to make a simple structure that can work for exporting raw materials super fast. But this one absolutely needs to get labor access, or else all hope is lost. Okay, money is just hemorrhaging away here, which isn't good. And prefectures are going to be needed everywhere. So, a build character, get down those mines. 1, 2, 3. Where's my risks? Native risks. 4, 5, 6. That'll do for now. And I need to set up a mission post here so that they don't come and trash my everything. Look at these costs, these are no good, and I need a lot of people here to start working this industry for me.
If I don't get some food soon, I'm leaving this city.
Any interest in ancient cities, Jake? I don't know. Gonna have another engineer engineer's post just in case this guy... I'll probably relocate that one over there, but this will do for now. Just start working for me, guys, and I need people here, so come on. Good, there we go, that's people coming in.
Greetings! My teaching of Rome's benefits seems to be sinking into these rather frightening barbarians.
Okay. There's nothing saying this actually has to be linked up. I don't know why I thought that. This might just do. Especially if I thunk my warehouse down here. Mars puts a spirit on me. That's great. I'm going to need that. And I'm going to put you there. And I want you to just currently accept weapons. And now I need a ton of weapon workshops. I shouldn't have set up all these without workshops, but I did what I did. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7. This is very unpopular to live by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So really I need 12 of them. But this is okay for now. I just need a lot of workers, as the game is trying to tell me right now. I also really need to set up some fight clubs, so my people learn how to fight. Alright, this seems okay for now. But population is going to be needed pretty badly. They're coming on in, but when it comes to... Alright, I'll soon be good. Alright, good. People are going around to take care of fires. And we are making plenty of weapons. And we even have... Well, soon we'll have unemployment, I hope. Good. I don't mind this place being horrifically ugly for people to live. They will be in tent cities for a while here. Are there any good mods for this game, Jake? I don't really know or care. Base game is fine by me, and I'm a fairly vanilla guy anyway. Oh, by the way, rest of the year is extremely short, so I'm very saddened by that. Couldn't they have made it for 12 months? Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, that shows just how much of a fire pit this this kind of map is. Ceres is very happy with what I do and has boosted fertility. Thanks, Ceres. Oh, there's no gatehouse on this level, so I can't block walkers in any way. Alright, thankfully, native guy here is going to trade with me. So he's going to buy my goods at double price because Neptune helped me out there. And now we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can have a lot more weapon workshops right now. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. Still need more workers though. And I don't really have the space for more plots of land. But damn, do I need more workers. What's my wage at anyway? So I make a praetor's salary, so I'm actually going to drop that down to an engineer's salary and give all the money that I've made so far back to the city because I don't really want to make much. Alright, we're getting people now. We should be able to survive, but I need an army. Which means I need money. It's the endless, thankless struggle right there. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. I don't know how best I'm going to be using this, but still. I need a barracks, but it's no good until I have 1,000 ducats to make a fort as well. Okay, I completely forgot about something, as I often do. I had no doctor set up. Time to fix that. I hope he has the range from there to hit everyone. Alright, that doesn't do everybody, but it does enough people. I think I'll still set up another one though. Fumigation isn't good, and that was completely on me. Alright, but now I have enough money to set up my barracks, which is going to be pretty far away from where anyone is living, and a fort which will similarly be far away. Question is, where am I going to get attacked? The answer is probably everywhere. The bulk of what I'm going to want to protect is going to be down here, so maybe I should keep my forts somewhat central to deal with that? I don't know, it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I need this defended, so if I get attacked here, I'm screwed. Let's just get some javelins to begin with. And of course you need an engineer post. And a prefecture for everything done here. Right, we actually have unemployment. And we're making a lot of weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for 6 of these. So everything's in pretty good equilibrium, and the natives are buying it from me. This is good. However, as my population grows, I'm going to need other things such as marble. I'm going to get 2 of those going, and I'm going to tell you it's okay to take marble as well. I'm sure there will be places to spend it. I also want a military academy, but all things in due time. I could double barracks to get a faster recruitment, but I don't like using that cheat. Or exploit, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, you were fumigated as well. My condolences. But you're already dead. So this is good, this is industrious, this is what we want for now. But I really have to make money quickly so that I can also quickly... Oh shoot, I wanted you to actually have access to that warehouse so you could go and get some... I shouldn't have put my barracks here, I should have put it right here. Well, it's too expensive to rebuild. It'd be cheaper just to build a warehouse and have you get from it. No, when I'm at the point of making legionnaires, I'm going to replace my barracks and put it over here so you can get weapons fast. It's also a lot quicker to get you here. I don't care about how desirable it is to live here. That's for my plebs to worry about. So very soon I'm going to have to start thinking about food. I need food to have actual citizens here, and I need to start working on my prosperity quickly. I only have 30 years, and I need that prosperity to be high. Very high indeed. I also need quite a lot of favor with the big man, so I should be sending him gifts. Could probably send him better gifts if I had an actual salary. So I need to think about what to do here. Fortunately, I have everything I need to bring people up to large insulae. I could make them grand insulae, but I don't think I want to hassle with 2 food types when I don't have access to granaries, access to gatehouses. I can make pottery, I can make olives for oil, and I can make furniture. And there's plenty of place here for doing all of that. My main concern is, where am I going to get attacked? They wouldn't be so cruel as to put an attack point here or right here. I'm pretty certain of that. I'm pretty hopeful of that. There's so much fishing that can be done here as well. That should be kept in mind. Oh well, let's just delete a whole bunch of stuff and start thinking about how we can use this land. Farms for wheat will produce double on this kind of map compared to a northern land. Question is, do I want to fish here as well? Great opportunity for fishing, and it'll make loads of food, but still. You know how much your viewers like watching you suffer, right, Jake? Yeah, this is an extremely difficult thing to use. It's not a huge amount of fertile land, all things considered, and you have to feed. This is going to have to feed about 1,000 people. Sorry, 10,000 people. One farm, one wheat farm, feeds about 320 people. Well, it feeds exactly that amount of people if you are efficient. And I'm going to be efficient. Right, fortunately everything I'm making is selling pretty well here. What I'm actually going to do is cheese off Neptune and make some big money. So I'm actually not going to export my weapons for a bit. Neptune will get pretty unhappy, and then he'll get pretty ecstatic, and then all will be well. Now what to do about this? I mean, time is running out, so I need to get a move on. Yeah, at least these guys are going well. I'd probably want to have a military academy for them. There's loads of places for wharfs, but it means I would essentially... how even to do this? It eats up a lot of good farming land to actually get the fishes set up. And if I wanted patricians, I can grow vegetables. I'll probably have patrician playground around here, fed for from this fertile land. So I'll go nuts with large insulae here, but I don't want to ignore the fish because it's so much fish. The trouble is you're also competing with making pottery here because clay pits have to be placed next to water. If I'm going to make furniture, it's definitely not going to be using wood next to fertile plains. It's just a waste of resources. What food types can you import? Fruit, I saw. Oh, I can actually buy in wheat and fish. But yes, I can buy fruit from Syracuse. And that's about it. Fair dues. How to even position it? I could put it along this way, and then I'd have my granary here, and then I'd be able to do a lot of building here. I need to not build along this place. That's important. So, granary off to places here. There are, however, plenty of places that I can't build due to rocks. Rocks are going to kind of get in the way. I really like the way it's made, the way things are peppered about there. I almost think Pepper Ann made this. Got source for furniture over there, so it's okay. Yeah, sometimes the game... I don't think the game ever forces you to import, but it does make it a pretty important thing to do. Alright, so how's this gonna be? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna be there, right? That allows us to put our wheat farms all along here. And as along here as we need, and we're gonna need, of course, spaces for 6 in a bit here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Does that even make sense? Can I still build farms over here? No. Yes, kind of. Bah. Alright, but there's plenty of farming to be done, that's what I'm getting at here. Still, this is already chewing up like a third of my... no, more than a third of my extremely precious farmlands. Shouldn't have gotten rid of all that, I might need some. So there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, jeez. Let's just assume that this is good. Granary is going to go here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to build off in either that direction or that direction. Probably upwards because I really want to stay far away from where the entry point can be. Space. So like 1, 2. Space for fountain. 1, 2. And it's going to have to go up and up like this. And then of course we hit into issues like rocks in our way. This kind of makes sense. I'm going to need to have a lot of people here. Maybe I should start building it up. But where am I going to get my furniture from? This seems like an alright place. I'm still going to have to make some clay here. I'm going to have to use up some of this precious area for it. And that clay will go to pottery bits here. Either that, or I mass produce clay elsewhere, but the nearest water is a gazillion miles away, so that's not going to be happening. Oh, it never rains, but it pours. I bet I can pretty mass produce pottery here. And then make loads of wheat. And I'm going to have to make much the same shape here, and I'm not even sure if there's space for another one. Well, all I can do is try, and no one can hate you for trying. And they can, but hopefully they don't. People tend not to be that horrible. Oh snap, my money's going away, and I cheesed off Mercury, right? Oh, he's pleased still, okay. This could be bad if my overheads are still so heavy that I can't make it. Constructions are costing me... Okay, unfortunately I'm going to have to actually start selling my stuff again. There we go, he sold a bunch. Now let's stop selling. Basically I need to save them up. I need Neptune to get angry. Well, he's displeased now, so that's good. And then I'm going to give him a whole bunch of templing. And then he's going to be super happy, and he'll give me lots of boon. This is actually going to be pretty hard to do right. I know people are eating more food than they're producing. They're producing no food. So I'll need another prefecture right there and right there. And a doctor. And I should not be building these before people arrive, but they're on their way, so it's okay. There we go. And now people are here. I can actually establish the granary and start filling it up with food. So what's that? 1, 2, 1, 2. How about we start from down here? Okay, that makes sense. Don't forget the engineer, Jake. I would never dream of forgetting the engineer. But the engineer where? I guess there is fine. So that's all going to work. Hopefully Neptune is about to be overjoyed with me. I really need him to be overjoyed with me. He's just charmed right now. How much do we have right now? We've got like 21 or so. Oh, he's delighted. He'll see the funny side real soon. So food will start coming in here, and then I need to start progressing with these guys. But I feel like the way things are going, I'm going to have to get all of these guys going in unison, so I need money, and that's why I really want Neptune to play ball with me. Come on, Neptune, it's time for you to be so ecstatic with me. Don't make me build you another one. And I can trade away if it's more than 18, I guess. Uh-oh, uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, that's great. So Neptune is going to give me free, like double money for the rest of the year. So I'm going to sell all of this, and I'm even going to sell my marble. Now, you might wonder why, because, you know, these guys who you're opening up trade with, they can't even get to you to buy your marble. Well, I'm hoping that the native trader will. Really, how did that happen? I have 2 prefectures doing the rounds here. I guess it just wasn't enough. fire is, it spreads, so that makes things unpleasant. Uh-oh, that's also bad. So I'm getting invaded and I'm on fire, and the invasion is 1,000,000 miles away. Fortunately, I have a full set here, and I'm going to want another. So that that one can be filled up, whilst you kill them. Alright, so the native trader is buying stuff up, which is good. And the Spirit of Mars killed them off. That's kind of a shame for me, because I wanted to save that for bigger and better invasions. But can't look the gift Mars in the mouth, I guess. Alright, but now we have plenty of money, courtesy of selling all those weapons. How's, unemployment is pretty high, which is unfortunate, but now we have plenty of food here. The question is, how am I going to feed these guys? I need to water them first, of course. And I think it's better for me to ship water all the way down than to actually make it locally. Because my room is just so precious. So I'm actually going to do, to great expense, a reservoir right in the middle of this foresty bit. And then aqueducts, far as they can go. Now there's no penalty in this game for doing extremely long and elaborate aqueducts, as long as it never breaks. And invaders breaking your aqueducts is something that you do not want. Because then all of a sudden nobody has any water and your entire city just devolves horribly. Put a passageway in there. And now this aqueduct is going right the way down. We will modify this aqueduct as we see fit. But I need it to be right about here to supply water. I know people will not be particularly happy with that, but they're going to have to suck it up. Now there's practically no chance of me building anything over here, so it's fine to put the aqueduct along here. I mean, it's just such a huge expanse of nothing. Also, I want more people trading with me, so it's mission post o'clock. It should bring out more traders for me. And they're the only walker that I know of that has a range of 3 with their effect. So he doesn't need a particularly long road to walk. And that will hopefully give me more traders. Grand. Will we get some magical Roman hydromechanics, Jake? I'd like to, but it's honestly unlikely. Right, how are we going to get you down here? There we go. That water goes a long way. Probably a lot of unpleasant things do unpleasant things in it. But it makes its way there, and these people can be watered. Means I'm going to need some markets going on here. Hopefully 2 will do, but... Oh, there's fine space for either people there or the doctor, but the doctor's in a fine place. Okay. How's that water spread? It doesn't spread so great on desert maps, but this is acceptable. The thing is, I'm making a lot of wheat here. I'm not even sure. Like, I will be able to create a ton of wheat. It's going to be more than these guys even need. I might even benefit from having another area over here that gets fed by this. Let's just run some numbers, shall we? After I get my beloved clay, which I am so in 2 minds of even doing here, because this is extremely important. But it's so far to get any other source of clay. Can I import pottery? There's another question. No, only sell it. Got it. Alright, I have to make pottery. I have to make a lot of pottery here. If I get invaded here, I'm not sure these guys will make it in time. Oh well, I've got them there anyway. No, I'll have to suck it up. The clay pits have to be done here. But here's another question. Do I even need these people to be in great housing? I could just have them... but it merges together well if it's large insulae. Here's the thing, I'm not sure I could make it if I have all these people in large insulae. I would have to dedicate areas here to making olive oil, and there's so little food as it is. But that means I'd have to go patrician crazy. Might be for the better, though. Might honestly be for the better. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go with that assumption right now. Tell you what though, the gods are gonna get pretty cheesed off with me if I don't embrace the power of the Oracle soon. At least this way these guys don't need so many things, but there are other considerations here too. That means I will be building around here, which is dangerous in its own way. It's alright, we'll live dangerously. I gotta try new things every now and then. How about a different kind of housing block then? 1, 2, space, 1, 2. Still don't like the way this one looks because it's riding along here way too much. I do worry for it a lot. Nah, this is stupid. I mean, that part not so much, but let me think. I basically need a 2 space between here. Maybe a bit more for water is an ever-present risk. Nobody likes living next to one of those, but it's okay. I will probably flank these guys with large statues here since I make oodles of dosh. And then they can have, well, I mean, not one there obviously, I need to get my aqueducts. See, this one's giving me interesting challenges already. But that's what I like in this game, because I've beaten a lot of this game. I want to see new things. How am I going to handle this? Fountains only have a range of 3 in desert maps, so that's worth noting. These guys don't eat, which is fine. But as long as this doesn't dive away from the fire cover, just look at that risk of fire. It's terrifying is what it is. Especially because they're tents, though. Tents are super combustible. Alright, but I need to get lots of people set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this can serve like 6,000 people. As long as I have enough houses for that many people, we're good. Hell, we are golden. One, two, 1, 2, 1. And 1. Well, if I need more Need more water, I need more water. It's just the way it's got to be done. Thankfully, we're making tons of money from the exports, so we can afford to do this. Jake, it's nice to see hundreds of miles long pipeline of water. Yeah. How would you even manage that in a desert like this? I mean, who's gonna look after all that? I mean, I know who won't. Everybody. So prefectures are once again needed by the many. And I think I'll start watering these guys so they can start eating. These guys will not be able to eat, but they're going to be where I draw labor from. And as long as I don't tax them, they're going to be relatively okay with everything. Power of the Oracle should be fine if I'm using one right there. But the population limit on this map is what's causing me to just spam houses, because I need loads of people. And as long as they don't use pottery, furniture, or oil, I don't mind how they merge together. Because they eat food in equal amounts, but not goods. Right, more people to doctor, but this is fine. So he wants 20 iron and 10 timber. What a demanding man. Also, oh, I almost missed that, but I've got an opportunity to... Ooh. Well, what's going on here? Why and how and why is this happening? I mean, obviously, because I am Tent City here, but good heavens. What you can do is do this to prevent more places from burning down. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. This is kind of crazy. There's a lot going on here. Right, how are my armies then? They're surviving. Also, when there are fires, it uses up your prefectures. So then they can't do their normal rounds. It's just self-feeding badness. Alright, it's probably horrible to live here, so I'm going to plaza it up for you. And now you guys get wells, so quit your moaning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But again, they barely have any range, so I have to do it over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, good enough. Doesn't work like that. Oh well. These guys can have a well then. That's all they get. These guys are going to need quite a lot of markets to feed them all, so I'll put 3 right there. And once again, prices are going up, so things are getting expensive for me. These huts and tents burn even better than bakeries, right, Jake? They burn all right. So, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully they get fed and can start contributing to society in some meaningful way. But market ladies, they can be tricky. You often need many of them, especially when you have so many people to feed. Alright, but at least not having tents anymore makes things easier. Let's give you guys a Neptune temple. Take the one away from over here because people are happy enough, right? No, the gods are all displeased. Again, the power of the Oracle can fix that. But These lands are kind of needed for lots and lots of people. I can't be too fussy about even the powers of the Oracle. So I'm just going to slam a few more down. Can't tell if the natives are buying my my marble or not. Alright, 2,000 people, but we need 15,000 people, so we're a ways away yet. I'm just going to evolve these places relatively slowly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, whatever. Of course, people are a bit unhappy about that because it's hideous to live here, but that's what these are for. Large statues to keep places worth living, and gardens down the middle. Plaza helps as well. That's why we call it the Paradox Plaza. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Jake, why don't you play Caesar 4? Because it's arse. Something something Caesar's request. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give him gifts instead. It actually works really well for keeping his favour up. Unless this crashes his favour, then I'm in trouble. But I don't want to give him 20 iron. It'll be fine like this. These people will be unhappy because some people are getting food whilst they are busy scavenging for whatever they can or can't find. All I can say is, sucks to be them. Try not to show favoritism with the gods, they will come down on you like a ton of bricks. And lastly, a library should keep everybody happy. But the library goes where? Well, there I hope. Since places are no longer tents, I can actually have them a reduced presence of a reduced presence of prefectures, I hope. Hope that doesn't backfire in my face. There we go. All is well, relatively. But all of this is down to being able to afford this due to extremely rich exports. If I didn't have that, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in a lot of trouble. Okay. I feel like I should set up a theater, but I'm also going to need a library. So if I do that there, and then I find a good home for a doctor, and then doctor can move away and library can move in, then all is well. There we go. Casas, that's what the doctor ordered. Keep desirability up, they'll change into casas, and this is great. Some of these guys need some library education, but he should make his way around soon. Okay, so the price of pottery has gone down. If I was exporting it, I'd be in trouble. Good, okay, it's small casa world around here. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money, Yeah, money's always a problem. Not sure if I have enough. Gee, what am I trying to say here? Food. Food for everyone. I'll get a better feel for that later. But I will need to get a feel for it, that's the thing. Also, these guys disappoint me. Are they going to merge? Nah, these guys don't want to merge. They're going to be troublesome for me, but what can you do? Still would like to fountain feed them, but where this fountain is... well, I'm a nice enough guy. I'll give them what they need. Oh right, that's not even enough range to get them the water. They need a fountain. Okay, no, there we go. That's the fountain they need. Alright, all is looking relatively well. Population's growing, months are passing, my army is pretty big. But things still need to improve. I need a better army for starters. So I am actually going to relocate you to here. I guarantee you my tent people will be very unhappy. And that means I can get some legionnaires. Loads of them. If I get invaded here, I am in so much trouble. Will there be a chance of Bad Idea 2 in Cradle of Civilization? The chance is pretty high. Jake, I just did the survey and noticed how much EU4 content I've missed over the years. Is it all on YouTube? Everything you saw there is on YouTube. On that list of campaigns that I've done. Some are pretty good, some are pretty not. Why do I have 2 libraries here? We're not that desperate. All I'm desperate for is huge capacity for keeping people here. You know, it'll be good news for me if I can actually spin off even more people right here. That should be enough for you. More people is gonna be needed. Curious, Jake, how many asked for more Caesar? City building was very high. I think it came just after Hearts of Iron. Of course, everybody's wanting Hoy. Also, what's going on here? I don't think the natives are buying my marble then. Of course they're not buying it. I didn't say I'm selling it. That's a big problem. Now they're buying it. There we go. Exports over 4, please. Same with those.
Unemployment is so high, my wife's even stopped nagging me to get a better job.
Don't like this. You're moving. You're too far away from where you need to be. Barracks is now there. There, it's a lot faster for you to get your weapons. I thought they went straight there from the weapons manufacturers. Okay, I should delete the other library then, because that one doesn't go anywhere. Right, I will probably need to have even more people fed from this tiny little area. And the sooner I do it, the sooner I get towards my goals, and I need to hit those goals. But part of me really wants to set up patricians. 51% is 873 unemployed people. That sounds like need for patricians to me. I can also get clay around here, which is awesome. So I need to start thinking about how many patricians. It's going to be a ton. And because I don't have academies, they'll only be medium villas. That's as big as they can get, and I'm going to want to tax those guys. Which Hoy? Hoy 4, of course. This land is awful for making patricians, though. This land is pretty good. Unless I get invaded from here. Then it's really awful. What's the capacity of one medium villa? I think it's like 48 people. Alternative is I use this to feed patricians here. But how much are we talking about? Yeah, I could actually feed a lot of patricians with this, but getting attacked here would destroy them. And I would not be able to react very fast. Although, a blessing from Mars would keep me relatively safe. Or I would just eat everything getting destroyed here. That would be horrible, but a solution. Yeah, this is probably the best way to get them. I have access to everything I need here. Now, what can I place down? I mean, large statues are good placeholders for farms, but I mean, I'm not made of money. I'm made of fire. How about I try to make... No, 40 is a bit ambitious. Maybe 30 of them would be cool, though. So I get it all set up here, and then I score it out there. Alright, you know, farms are the best placeholders for farms, because even if they're going to burn up really quick, that's a problem for future Jake. I only need a couple of woodcutters there. So farms for olives can be the furthest back. This has got to go real slow or else everything's going to go on fire. And then I need twice as many vegetable places as I have wheat places. So what's it gonna be? These should be vegetables, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which will call for 3 wheat farms. If I could even get them there. A 1. Possible, but I'm not a fan. Oh, 1, 2. 3. Doesn't block anything now, does it? Alright, that's fine. The wheat farms are probably going to be too far away here. This is where the granary goes. And this is all to get some patricians here. This is a huge, hugely important thing. So how's the patrician thing going to work out? I don't know, just build it and then work around it. You'll figure it out, Jake. So I gotta keep in mind that everything is for patricians here, so I don't like the space I've given myself here. It needs to be bigger. Bigger. Also, I need this place staffed. And prefected. Yeah, like immediately, or else it's all going to go down in flames. So how about I space them out like this? Of course, the small statues will be substituted with actual villas later on, but bear with me here. And then the fountain can go like there and there. That'll water those guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So far, so good. Just ad-libbing here, don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just doing that for style, nothing else. Alright, so far so okay. Tent City is still looking profitable, I hope. Oh, naturally, it's keeping me fiscally afloat. That library clearly isn't doing it for you. Well, we're going to need more libraries anyway for culture, so it's okay putting it down there. And my population needs to grow places, though. Alright, let's get this moving then. There's a problem here that is lack of granary number 2. So you need to accept the vegetables, and you need to accept the wheat. And yes, Caesar, I do mean to insult you. I'm actually going to give myself a bigger salary so I can send him more, but his ambivalence is going to be crushing for a while. I will need a warehouse here for accepting things. Also, I've made myself a little boo-boo, and that is no clay. Clay is extremely important here, but I will reshuffle things as we see fit. Might have to get rid of 2 farms. We'll see what comes of it. Right, enemies are getting close. And they're coming from what looks to be the southwest, but I'm not sure it actually works that way. Still selling goods, which is great. Seem to be selling more goods than I'm even producing. I should consider expanding operations. Which would mean coming out of here. But I got no problem with that. I wonder if this will be enough. There we go. And as ever, these guys will need their workshop. The nice thing about just having tents here is they don't have to worry about the desirability of the place. So I built 5, so I need 5 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they'll all go there and sell all my goods. And I'm going to build another prefecture just in case some of my prefects get lost. Hell, I'm going to build another 2. Because I have traders coming in making me boon dollar. Alright, so this is good. This will be set up. Start getting our goods in. And I really want patricians. I need to start getting that prosperity up. Because what limits me right now is the prosperity cap. Because I have so many bloomin' tents. At least we're about 1/3 of the way to the population, though. Thank goodness for that. Alright, so I need these to be my wheat farms, really. Because the wheat farms should always be the ones closest to the granary, since wheat grows so quickly. So we'll fill that up and then start making people happy. I'll tell you who's unhappy. It's all the gods. Need the power of the Oracle to save us here. That's what these are here for. Population grew too fast and I wasn't paying attention to look after the people for it. Food situation here looks great though. To the point where I can support a lot more people. That's good, but prosperity is where the difficulty is going to lie. Now these guys want to start making manufactured goods, so that's fine. We need furniture. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and we need oil. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And I'm just going to have a warehouse for each of them because I'm lazy like that. So, furniture. And oil. So here's another question. How am I going to get any wine for people? I can't buy it by land. I would have to import it by sea. Athene sells it. Also, I'm going to open up with you. And I may as well open up with you as well, even though I can't do anything with the stuff. But it does mean I won't have to do this again, because I'm bound to forget. So we've got furniture, we've got oil, and then there's the guy down here, which is weapons and marble and nothing else. Shape, by the time you have drained half the Mediterranean Sea, impressive as Caesar would say, if you did not insult him over and over again. I don't get it at all, but thanks. Right, as soon as I have 200 ducats, I am sending a gift. Oh, well, chest of sapphires, there we go. I just need to keep his satisfaction up, because he's going to get cheesed off with me for never giving him the goods he wants. Let's plaster these guys up so they're not as miserable. Alright, this is fine, but I still struggle to see where my... where's my clay going to come from? I'm going to have to cut back on the food, I think. That means demolishing 3 farms. I might be able to get away with having only 2 farms demolished? Maybe even 1. Not liking how this guy has trouble getting access to labor. I think it might be too hard for them to get to there. A solvable problem, though. Alright, plenty of people. This is kind of good. Uh-oh. Indigenous people. Oh-oh. Okay. That's not nice. You can't see these ones coming, unfortunately. Well, with a bit of luck, Mars will be less displeased with me at some point in the future. For now, though, I've got to use the power of the Oracle just to keep people happy. Uh-oh. That's a big lot of indigenous people. Should be able to take him on, though. Where's the music for a fight, though? There we go. Alright, marketplaces, are you ready? Alright, we get here in time to... Oh, that is on me. That is 110% on me. I did not set up my prefectures here. We're javelineers. I want to get as many rounds in these guys from a distance as possible. Fortunately, these guys die nice and quick. Nice and quick. couldn't even lay a finger on us. Oh, but we're not academy trained. I need to change that pretty soon. Like now. Despite the excessive costs. Can't believe living next to the military academy is bad. It must be awesome there. It's just written stuff, right? How can that be bad? Unless I missed a stream, Jake is currently 2 for 2 on burning his patrician districts and custom maps. Come on, it was one small isolated fire and that wasn't Nero. Alright, these people should start eating soon. The clay bothers me. How can I get 2 bits of clay here? I think this farm is the answer. Alright, Rome demands my stuff again, and trade goods have changed price. That's all pretty bad for me. Not easy to squeeze it in. That's it. Raw material for clay pit. Oh, 1 and 2. That means my workshop for oil has to move, so be it. I like problems like that, where you have to move these things around to fit everything in. So it means I have 1, 2, 3 wheat farms, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 vegetable farms, so I'm a bit lacking on vegetables. I might be able to overcome that if I only get 20 of these patricians, but we'll see. Can you reroute the aqueduct? No. No, I cannot. No, just not happening. Well, I could. But I won't. Could use magical Roman water to make it all pass the way I want it to, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, things are going pretty well here. But I've got a lot of non-academy trained people, and I don't know of a way to get them academy trained other than having them fight. Or killing them all. That aqueduct square you built, Neptune deserves a unfortunately I can't. The best I can put in there is a statue. Don't really have the money to spare, but I'll do it anyway. If I built the statue there, it just would have collapsed, which is not good. Oracle City over there. Alright, at least the gods are pleased. Now, how to progress here with my beloved patricians. That's going to be necessary. Right, they're getting their food at least. That's good. Now I can start giving them the things that they want. They're going to need 2 gods. At least for a little bit they'll need 2 gods, so they can have whatever we have over here. That is Mars and Venus. Small temple to Mars, small temple to Venus. Oops. They're also going to need a theater, a coliseum. A hippodrome would actually be better, but a hippodrome is going to be muckle expensive. And where the heck would I put it? There's another question. A question I do not have the answer to. Just doesn't fit. Well, it could fit, but it would be horrific to live near. No, we're not doing that. Still, a coliseum. If I smack it down somewhere, if this guy would get out of my way. And an amphitheater will be needed as well. Living next to the Colosseum ain't so nice, but what you gonna do? You know, the amphitheater might not be necessary. Still, we'll have a lion house and an actor colony and gladiatorial school. I just hope we don't have a gladiator breakout like we did last time. That was pretty horrible. So that'll keep them all kinds of entertained. Now to educate them more. And we should be good until we run into the lack of pottery for them. Pottery 1, 2, 3, 4, and pottery warehouse. Engineer post gets moved to make space for pottery, which is one of the earlier things they need, so I need to stock that stuff up pretty badly. Ta-da! Okay, Caesar's getting pretty cheesed at me for not giving him what he wants, but I'll just send him gifts every now and then, it'll keep him happy. He wants a lot, he's a fussy git. Okay, but this is going well, we now have them up to this. I will evolve them later with bathhouses. And then there aren't going to be many things that they need to bring them all the way up, except for wine, so I need to think about getting wine. Although this area is horrible for building, it is safe, as in it won't be attacked, and it does provide a little bit of food, although it's not for fishing with. So I can farm for wheat here and keep people relatively okay, and I can build here. I can build a little bit of housing up here, but the main thing is I need dock. Just one dock is fine. I'm right next to where they come in from. As long as the warehouse is right next to it, and the dock will almost entirely be importing wine. Or importing vines, I'm not sure about that. I save a lot of money by importing vines instead, 44 paid instead of 215. Okay, I will import those vines. So I need to plan this bit as well then. So it's gonna be you. And those farms are gonna have to go up to a granary here. Of course it'll be wheat and nothing but, because we can't afford much else. Yeah, this will actually feed a fair few people. Just gotta get creative. That's a sticking spot right there. Perhaps I need to look at it from a new angle. I want to have 2 farms more here, not just one. But that's not happening from the way this is set up, at least not as far as I can tell. And even though I could build here, there's no way to actually bridge my... Oh, there is. It's very slight, but there is a way to bridge over there. So I could feed quite a few people from here. Wait, no, that's about as far as it goes. That's unfortunate. So you would go along this way. Okay, there's another better way to do this. Which does mean moving that. Dock's gotta go around here somewhere. There we go. It does, however, mean that I need people here. Well, I guess if they're right in the way of the prefect, it's not all going to burn to cinders. Famous last words, I'm sure, but I'll live by it. I'll fall on that sword. So you probably won't want to go much further than here to get to the granary. So there we go. No, we can do better. This needs to go along a bit. Stairs are confusing things in this game, I find. There we go, people can walk up this. And, and then whichever way it goes around, you'll have everything taken care of. Good. This will be hideous for anybody living here, but what you gonna... No, I want these to merge. I really want these... I want something here to merge. Anything, I'm not fussy. Heavy on the prefectures, of course, and engineer post. So up here I can have people living, and they'll be getting their food from there, or is there a better place to do it? Because I'll be having people take food from here as well. Also need that warehouse, and that warehouse will take wine and vines. And then I'll have workshops for making said vines. Patricians love wine. They love it so much. Which means I now need to import vines. So that's good. That'll save me a bit of money at least. So get in there please. And I'm going to save. Not because I'm worried about things happening to me, I just want the stability. Okay, it doesn't even matter what you guys do, I'm getting rid of you. And another workshop for wine. And probably one more somewhere. If I can find a way to squeeze it in, which I currently can't. But I'll figure it out. Hell, 3 might be enough. Actually, it almost certainly will be enough. Okay, so far so good. Surprised we've still got so many people watching Caesar, but it's heartwarming in a way. How's Burnination looking, Jake? Well, Uber-charged Christmas tree. Nothing burning down right now. And I have enough farms here to support about 1,000 people up on this plateau. Which is promising stuff, although how am I going to water them? Ah well, watering is a future problem. What I can just do is do this. As long as I have space for a couple of marketplaces here. Plop, plop. And I'll just have people aplenty. It's the people that matter, you see. Prefectures, for what it's worth, also matter. They matter a lot. So there we go. This might work. Might go horribly, but I'm trying here. And I'm going to need another warehouse that actually gets that stuff. Honestly, I would like another warehouse to get it. But it's not that far to go, I suppose. It's just very, very far. Alright, well, they'll survive at least. Living next to a dock is horrible, so these guys get statues aplenty. Not to to mention all the manufacturers that are around. Grand. Just grand. Why? Okay, so this guy really does have problems getting labor for some reason. Hate using tent access. I will probably try to solve this later on, though. For now, that's what he gets. These glorious patricians in, at least who will be patricians.
So much unemployment here. I wish we could practice on some of them.
They'll get the best of everything. My money's not looking the best of anything right now, though. I'm making tons of weapons and trying to sell them as fast as I can, but I might have to miff Neptune and make him happy again just to... Oh well, all gods are indifferent, that might be a problem. Alright, but the sooner I have patricians, the sooner I can start taxing the heck out of them. I just need more pottery. Well, the pottery is mounting up, so let's give these guys what they want, and of course what they want is a bathhouse for these smelly Romans. After that they're going to become large casa, then they need entertainment, which they get. They'll become small insulae, they'll need furniture, they get. They'll need a doctor, which they of course get. Then they're going to need a barber, which they also of course get. Second source of food is already available. Then they're going to need wine. Really glad those native traders are about to make me tons of ducats. It's really keeping this whole economy afloat, otherwise I don't know what I'd be doing. Alright, doctor, it's all well and good, but please give... There we go. Oh, I got quite a few notifications there. A new emperor. A power struggle in Rome brought Caesar's downfall. Senate has met and elected a new emperor. Okay. What that means, if I remember well, is that your favor gets reset. Huh? Well, I seem to remember it gets reset, but it's not. Whatever, he can have a new gift. At least later, because you need to wait, I think, 2 years between gifts for maximum effect. So oil is needed next, then these guys should become big and important. Okay, how do I get these guys all the water that they need? I mean, I'll try. It's got a range of 3, remember? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I can't even build on there. Alright, barbarians. Oh dear, I don't like the sound of that. Wait, where'd they go? I think they had an invalid spawn or something, because they just immediately disappeared. That's the only explanation I have there. Alright, Ceres, you make these little peasants happier, please. As I try desperately to water them. Sadly, a reservoir there blocks all access. No, it doesn't block all access down here. But I might be able to get away with doing this. You need to punch holes in it, otherwise people can't get through. That's very, very important. And then we can fountain you guys up. Plaza the whole lot, despite that being expensive, keeps people happy. And we'll give them the bare minimum, which is a theatre. And school would be kind of cool, actually. I'll give them the library anyway. There we go. Hopefully there's plenty of food to keep these guys going. Population 7,000. We're almost halfway to the goal here, which is great. It's great. There you go, religious man. Make everybody happy. So that should be good. I mean, it's 17 people per bit here. And I can feed 320 times 5 of them. Interestingly enough, these guys will be okay if I just school them. But there's not a lot of things I can get rid of here to school them. That's getting familiar, isn't it? Oh dear. Prefectures are not cutting the mustard today. Whew. Just endless horrible fires. Okay, this is kind of... Excuse me. This is kind of good. I've got some villas now. The problem is they're tiny. Another problem is they really don't like the look of the place, so I'll give them the plaza that they of course deserve as high-ranking patricians. Patricians don't work, but that's not a problem. We have stifling unemployment problems. And after this, wow, they still need more entertainment. That's a call for an amphitheater if ever there was one. And I have everything they need to supply that, but they're also going to need a hospice. So there we go. So this is a good area for keeping plenty of people happy. I should be able to get plenty of super duper... What am I trying to say here? I want rich people. There we go. I knew I could do it. 3 for 2 on burning patrician districts then. Keep up. No, that was the slum area that goes next to the that district. Alright, quick numbers here. 5 times 320 is 1,600 people. Which means I can have 100, I can have 99 of these? Is that what I'm getting at? 99 of these? No, that doesn't seem right. Where's that calculator when I need it? Hey, I've got one right here. It's getting a bit too late for thinking about numbers here. It's not like I went to university for this, so I don't put too much thought into it. So what I'm getting at is that each of these farms can supply me with 320 bits of food. I have 5 of them, so I can supply 1,600 people. If you get 17 in one of these small casas, then I can have 94 of these casas. Now how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 times 2 is 48. 50. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2. So I have 72. I have room enough for another 22. Assuming everything is at maximum efficiency. So I'll build 22 of them and not worry about this at all anymore. Then again, there's all this land that I could feed people with, but no. Let's worry less and build more. So 22, if each costs 10, that's 220 ducats to spend. I mean, that's 10. 12, 30, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Is that right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That'll do me though. I don't want to have to think anymore. Thinking's bad. That should do it. Might require a bit more marketing though. So there we go. Ah, the extra one's excessive. There we go. I'll take it. So what's wrong with the hospital here? He's getting lost a lot and he's not going around here. Okay, there we go, and that gets everybody in the loop. Fantastic. Except they're kind of running low on oil, so I'm getting from this that the marketplaces, I need more of them. And for some reason they're low on oil, I don't get it. Either that or market ladies don't go up around here enough. They might be going around here too much. There we go. And yes, Caesar, I am willingly not sending you what you want, but he is getting a bit unhappy with me. Maybe I should give him something that he wants, but I'm not seeing it. Ah, there's no need. I will, however, start taxing these guys. And that is going to make my tent people extremely unhappy. But that's okay, that's what they get in for. The question is, when will I start taxing them? I mean, I'm going to have to start ravaging tent populations because they're going to be a bit unhappy with me. And they're holding back my beloved prosperity. And I got tons of unemployment anyway. So, if you're a 1x1, you're out of here. One by ones have the same effect on prosperity as 2x2s. So if it's a 1x1, I just don't want it. This game has pretty strange mechanics when it comes to housing merger. I'm not quite sure what they were trying to get at there, but they did what they did. Build a load of wells. They're ugly, but there's a slight chance that some of these guys can evolve. I'll take it. Huh. Surprised the amount of these guys that actually do evolve. Very surprised, actually. There we go. That has a positive impact. Unless it's so undesirable to live here that it's actually gone full circle. It can go the other way. Commerce, desirability. No citizens desire to live here. Well, they have to. So too bad. Alright, so far things are working out acceptably. Apparently this is not the bee's knees to live in. Plaza goes a long way. As to gardens. Having entertainment also works pretty well. What's your problems? I'm going to give you another theatre because culture is going to require theatres anyway. So these guys are pretty happy. I'm going to give them, slowly give them more patricians. Hopefully it works out fine. Alright, so with that I'm going to start taxing people, and I'm going to start really ranking up the taxes here, so that I pay 8 above Rome. So what'll the taxes be? You know, I'm not sure what's going to work out best, so I'll make it 8. Only these people in tents are going to be particularly unhappy, but there's not a huge amount of those. Also, if you're going to tax some people, you should tax everybody. Sometimes I wonder what that guy's doing there. Get away. There are taxes to be paid. These guys can go away as well, because again, there are taxes to be paid. Ah. As long as everybody pays their taxes, the system works fine. Okay. This will be fine. They'll grow up into fine, upstanding patricians. I'm assuming that everything is desirable enough here. That's quite an assumption to make, given that I'm going to be deleting quite a few, well, like this, to make room for more patricians. But I'll do it slowly. Since they do need to be supplied with food, and looking at it, the food situation isn't great. So I need to think about the food situation actually. So I feed, well, I can feed 360 times 3, sorry, 320 times 3. Hope I didn't get that mixed up before. 320 times 3 times 2. That's the amount of people I can feed. Let's assume I'm going to keep, I don't know, you and one of you. I'll keep that one. I might even want it evolved later on. And I'm going to keep you around. So I'm going to subtract 44 times 3. If I can ever get that guy to accept religion in his life. There you go. So minus 88, minus another 44. So I can feed 1788. How many 42s is that? It's a lot of them. So I can have about 40 of these. That's a lot. That's good as well. The perspective of the Colosseum is a bit weird, but it may be so they can show the gladiators. Yeah, that's awesome. I really, really like the touches they put in this game. So damn good. Alright, population looks good. Prosperity certainly does not look good, but it is going up. Culture is awful. Favor is bad. Maybe I should actually start thinking about fulfilling his requests, but I don't wanna. Do I even have access to do things like that? Just a bit of wood would go a long way. Don't want to tent city it. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, no, that doesn't work, and neither do you. I need some fountains here. It's a good thing I don't make these mistakes early on, because these would be extremely expensive mistakes to make. At least I'm making taxes on these guys. Lumber, lumber, lumber. What can I do about that? I do have the capacity to make quite a bit of it over here. That's what happens when I chop down all the trees willy-nilly. I'm feeling it. I hope the screen tear isn't too bad when I go around like this, but there's naught I can really do about it anyway, so I'm not going to worry. I could just set up a tent city and do it around here. In fact, that would probably also allow me to make the other things that he's demanding. Lots of iron, lots of timber. Just a little bit. This land isn't so good for it. This land would be okay for it. Yeah, I could actually do it around here. Iron mine, right? I wonder what he wants so much iron for. Could he be the real Chief Irons? Some say he's still alive. Right. One of these guys will merge, and then I just need like 2 warehouses for each of them. Because although I am convinced I could just send him money until the end of time and he'll be happy, I can't guarantee it. And I don't want to lose to lack of favor. That would just be awful. There we go. Tearing is nothing compared to Twitch compression, failing hard when you pan. Can just assume it's a mirage effect. Oh. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. And get rid of you 2 guys and have... That's good. That doesn't kill their desirability. It's not too much. Getting water over here is going to be troublesome. All things considered, maybe I should have put services here and patricians over here. I could move my two godly places here. Small temple to Mars, and oh, who didn't see that coming? I think it was a small temple to Venus. And wow, come on, guys. Don't burn down Neptune, though. You don't deserve that. Well, I want to touch on what happened there, because it's kind of important. Lowered the price on weapons. That's a pretty huge deduction, and that's going to hurt me. There's really not much more to put than that, but it's going to hurt. Okay, looks good. Oh, that looks very good. The taxes aren't enormous from these guys, but they are still pretty good. It's great to have patricians, and the most important thing they do is they fill up this prosperity that I need. And you might reasonably ask me, Jake, you Herculean exemplar, why is there not enough food here? Well, there clearly isn't, so let's just get rid of these and hope that it all balances out. I think I forgot about these guys. They eat as well. Alright, let's lower the strain on these guys. I never did give them a school either. Why are we just limiting ourselves to medium villas, is what you might ask. To advance they need an academy, and I actually disabled academy here because I didn't want to very easily make massive luxury palaces and just smoke their taxes forever. I wanted more of a challenge than that. Not to sound too smug. Alright, so far so good. Also, what the heck am I doing by not having prefectures here? I'm doing bad things is what I'm doing. It's okay, I only needed one of these anyway. There's your well. Don't mind it. I'll be able to get him his timber and his iron. I'll make him happy. But I can also make him happy by giving him a gift. Let's keep that favor high. Radikn6 says, even Jake has bots these days? No, but the time is coming, rest assured. There'll be changes. Oh, I really like seeing all these guys. A little worried about the reduction of how nice it is to live around here. So, large statues just to keep the place nice. Excellent. It's the taxes that I'm really licking my lips over here. I like how we're keeping on top of the food situation as well. I'd love it if this guy could actually become a medium thingamajigger as well. I'm actually going to try. I really, really do not like using 1, 2, 3. I really do not like using these kinds of rundown places for access to labor. We'll see what can be done, because he should get pretty much everything those guys get. Culture is garbage, to be expected from somewhere that sent its young straight into the mines as soon as we moved in. Okay, he needs a school, but that's understandable. I think some people are unhappy with me. Crime. No, but maybe over here? There we go. We get some crime around here, but it shouldn't be so bad that that I start losing out from it. I doubt this guy can also get everything. In fact, I'm fairly certain he won't be able to. Not so willing to try for it. But at least we get our medium villa right there. Excellent. Oh, this is all great. Late though it is, we acknowledge you. Thanks, buddy. Alright, things are going very satisfactory here. Population could still stand to be considerably higher though. And the bulk of that is going to come from exploiting this area here, because I don't have a lot left to exploit. I'll be able to get quite a few more patricians, that much is true. Nobody's questioning the power we can get from patricians. I don't want to block these guys off, I hope I'm not. You can still get in around here, right? This just feels right, you know? Making tons of money. Everybody loves me. This will go into there. So I'll need you to grow into here. That's okay.
This is disgraceful. I've never seen so many plebs out of work.
That'll be okay. Okay, where to go from here though? I don't want anybody missing out on their taxes, but it's hard to tell because a lot of them don't have many people inside them yet. I shudder every time Jake mentions patricians. You know, Patrician 4 was one of the most popular things that people wanted to see when I did the survey. That's a lie, but it was still pretty high, unexpectedly high. Okay, although I'm always out of food here, we should, by all accounts, be producing more food than we eat here, unless there is a problem. And I'm not seeing a problem here. Even these guys get back in time to grab their grain. Just in time, but it's still in time. I wonder if I make enough wine for everybody. That's enough wine for 40. Well, 2 is enough for 40, I think. Or is 2 enough for 20? 1 raw is good enough for 2 places, which is 20 people. So this is actually only good for 30 of these. Well, that's okay. P4 is some kind of weird hypnotic effect. Yeah, but only on Germans, I think. Alright, I need to pick up the pace. I don't want to deal with the later invasions that I know are coming. So what can I do? I like to think my prosperity will be okay if I just have enough of these guys and don't indulge too much in Tent City. So with that in mind, I really need to get going with using this area. It's good to know I don't need to worry about this. I'm also going to save just in case the whole game goes skew-if. Feels a shame not to be fishing here, but that's the thing, if you juggle such a limited area with fishing and growing like this, then it's never really going to work out. Okay, this is hideous to work with. The spacing here is awful. How can I maximize this? Let's just build and figure it out as we go along. Still a whole bunch of farmland there that's not being used, and this is not enough room for everything that I want to do here. Jeez, might as well go prefecture crazy here. Okay, one problem is all of this stuff. Too much of it, it's getting in my way, it needs to be moved back a lot. As long as we have holes going in everywhere, this one needs to get removed. Okay, magical water still flows everywhere, that's good. Now, I think I need a couple of granaries here. Because, I mean, how many people is this going to support? 1, 2, ooh. Watch it there. I lost my train of thought there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's already 6,000 or so. This needs to feed a lot of people. I need to feed over 6,000 here. And 6,000 is a lot of these guys. You should carve out some logs and have people move along the aqueducts. That may be more efficient than roads at this point. Oh well. I wonder if one granary can even do it. It's going to be the fullest of granaries. Well, I'm sure it can be done. Granary goes here, which is going to probably have to. People get in this way. And then... what if this branches off into two enormous, like super tight for people areas? I'm just throwing ideas out of my head here. So a 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean as tight as we can get it. No room for extras. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. I mean, there is no room for personal comfort here. Blah. Just as many as we can inhumanly squeeze in here. It leaves a lot of unused space here, but I don't like this. This is begging to be attacked. We are building better worlds. You just don't know it yet. However, in the interest of accessing labor, this needs to be... this needs to have buildings here. And here, I suppose. Yeah, this is not going to be a nice place to live. But that's okay, it was never part of the design. People's comfort is of second concern, if concern at all. Horrible place this is going to be to live. That'll do for now, but I need people here or else this is all going to go on fire. And people will be very unhappy about that. Jigger just got my Gold Rush achievement in 1470 following your strategy. I mean, you're going to have to elaborate on what my strategy is, because I don't even know what I was doing. Okay, I need to not have my people pay taxes during this time, or else they're going to be pretty mad at me. I also need people here before fire breaks out. Look at all this fire. People, please. Uh-oh. Even the prefect caught fire. Oh, no, no. Not funny and not fun. Okay, and my marble goes for less money now. Where was that? The prefecture again catches fire. This is just Burnopolis here. Prefectures are needed here. I'm not fussy. Annexing Ryazan and Odiev to get feudalism. Yeah, that was pretty incredibly smart of me, I must say. Where? Oh. Sweet gee. Oh my god, it's just... Does it ever stop? The answer is no. No, it does not. It's a growing problem because it takes away all the prefectures from other areas and then just fire breaks out there as well. Okay, at least it doesn't count towards security. And also farms are cheap, so we got that going for us. Okay, seems survivable. So much fire though. This is why people tend not to like desert maps. So how far does that water get? Far enough. Really nobody likes living next to a reservoir, but too bad. Alright, you know what? Back by popular demand, let's have some magical Roman water. Just because I don't want to figure out getting the water over there without just surrounding this place willy-nilly. It's how the game was designed to be played, you know. Downside is no plazas for anybody in these areas, but I'm sure we can make it desirable to live in other ways. Oh, I missed a spot. Wonderful. Not liking the lack of people living in these houses though. Is there a reason people aren't moving into my city? No, they're just very slowly on their way. Distant battle, that might be a problem. I need that population of mine buffed up, something rotten. Okay, so what am I doing about, well, this? For one, the tents are killing my prosperity, and I need to take care of that. I need people to move into these houses. Why are they not doing that? So best way is to think about putting down these fountains, such that I make enough people happy. So it's going to go and hit 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I then want this guy done. And he'll get out to here, and then there's a bit of a problem here, but not an insurmountable one. 1, 2, 3, and then this guy won't be so happy. Well, someone's got to go here. Although it could be this prefecture. I just gotta move it over. As if people could really be sad about being evicted from Tent City.
I've been thrown out of my home. I've got nowhere to live.
Boo-hoo. Okay, plazas, kaboom. Just put them everywhere, try to get people to evolve. Same thing for fountains, we want people actually evolving here. Much as it may seem like I treat my people like scum. But careful planning here can ensure that these guys grow up to be good, healthy people. As long as they get fed. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. That works out pretty well. You can even do that to your markets to upgrade them. Doesn't do anything, just makes them look nicer. Oh snap, I could have been giving him stuff, but instead I've been an asshole. So sadly, living in these kinds of conditions make people particularly unhappy, and it's not good for growing them. However, if I just sacrifice a little bit, I can smack down the power of the Oracle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. I think we might get lucky here. But I need non-academy trained people to engage and die. Which is incidentally all of these guys. That's fine then. Get over there and destroy them. Alright, you guys got some people injured. Now when they get new guys to replace them, it's going to academy train the whole lot of them. So that's good, except it didn't affect these guys since they didn't lose any members. That's okay though. We will survive. Right, gods. They're... okay. Mercury, Mars, and Venus. I'll do Mercury. And I will do Mars. And I gotta find somewhere else for Venus. Because she's not welcome around here. Ah, there's space right here. There we go, Venus. Now, I turned off taxes whilst these guys were here. I still need to improve their living conditions enough. How is this going to work out, though? It's all just in the name of fulfilling that, frankly, really difficult population requirement. I can Smack my own house here, show that I'm one with the people. You are, however, not getting your vegetables, my friend Caesar. Will Jake continue playing EU4 today, or will it end with Caesar? Oh, it's ending with Caesar. There is no reason for this to keep going on. After all, it's getting a bit late. Theater. And they're going to need some education as well. And since people are going to want schools anyway. Okay, but still, these guys need water. They're not getting any, and I'm a bit lackluster in supplying it to them. Religion's a bad one to look at. Tax income. They're just a way to get a comfortable overview of this. If I smack you down there, you'll affect quite a lot of people in a good way. Same for you, you, and you, and you. So everywhere that I just deleted is about to get fountained. Each fountain takes 4 workers, worth remembering. Good. Feeding all these people, that's part of the challenge here. I'm not convinced I have enough marketplaces, so I'm going to throw down a couple more in the dead center. There, things are starting to look pretty good now. And I can probably get back to taxing my people, since not taxing them really hurts the coffers. Missed a spot. Right, surely this is overkill on the prefectures by now. I want a forum so I can tax them. Honestly, I want another forum so I can tax them. 10,000 people is a great milestone to be at right now. Enemies closing in is not a great anything to be at. Okay, it's just really unappealing to be here. I can solve that with the power of the Oracle. There we go. People don't like living next to markets. It's worth remembering, but easily forgotten. But I think if I choose this place to smack down another Oracle, there we go. I think that's everybody up to Casa level. That's what I'm looking for. Casas have really good... the prosperity on a Casa isn't that bad, and it's got pretty good... what's the word I'm looking for? The ability to hold enough people. That school is too far away for these guys. I need to relocate one over here. People won't like it, but nobody likes living next to a school. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This place is completely walled in. I need to open it up a bit somewhere, somehow. Aha, that well. Of course, they need a well in order to thrive there. I think I'd rather these guys got fountains. There we go. There we do go. Yeah, one of these guys disappeared because he was walled off from everything, and that is not something that you want. 1, 2, 3. This is all looking very well, actually. I wonder how fast I can get this done compared to the months until defeat limit. Of course, I'm still going to need to house more people. But there is room for more here. I got all this food that's being produced and not eaten. Quite a lot of it. And there's also untouched sources of food. Not here, of course, but there's a tiny bit over there. Hopefully I can get away with these tent guys just hanging around. They do great work for me over there. And there's this food. And a little bit of food around here.
Greetings! My teaching of Rome's benefits seems to be sinking into these rather frightening barbarians.
Yes, Caesar, there's a reason you're not getting your vegetables. I will, however, give you a gift, and that'll keep you that bit happier. Prosperity has to rise, though, and I need it to rise pretty quickly, and part of that can be solved by building a hippodrome. The question is where the hippodrome goes, of course. And I think these guys deserve a hippodrome. I mean, look at them. There you go, guys. There's your chariot maker. It's the population that's going to hurt me. I need to get that population up without crushing my prosperity, and that means feeding my people. Lovely. Now there's probably still quite a few people that can move into here. These untaxed people. Here you go, you can have your wood now. You're never getting that pottery. 63 pottery is a crazy amount to demand. Not very good at quickly counting how many people are here. I'm liking this though. Don't know how you don't get enough entertainment though. There's no way you can't get all the entertainment when you have these two guys around you which do. So, entertainment theater, you get. Entertainment coliseum. Yeah, you get it now. There we go. I use statues to mold these buildings into where they evolve. Also, we have enemies at the door. Which is dangerous. How many of these have I got then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll do. Oh, you won't get that water, will you? Not like that, you won't. I mean, that is easily solved. Looking great. That's wonderful for the prosperity cap. It's just the prosperity itself that needs to be jacked right up. And I'm not... I think we're okay on the wine. Well, no, this is enough wine for 30, and I just made more than 30. I hope that doesn't hurt me. If it does, I can always offset it by also importing wine. We'll see how it goes. Of course, there's something to be said for this building not being necessary, or this hovel. Okay, this is really the best source of food for feeding lots more people, but there's no easy way to get it up. I mean, I could bring it out here and then feed loads of people here. That might be my only real option, because I need to feed people. But it's such a hideous way... excuse me, hideously inaccessible. A lot of food there. Okay, this is how we'll do it. This stuff is going away. I don't know how well this is going to work out. Probably not at all, but there we go. We're getting something going here. Engineer's post, of course you always need prefectures aplenty. And we want people here. Even if it's going to temporarily slam dunk our prosperity. And I need farms. Wheat farms by the gorillions. I'm not sure what the best way to assemble them all around here is. I could just line it, but it's better to loop in some way. Might be best just to line it actually. There comes a distance where they're already too far from the granary to make any odds. Not happening, Caesar. Get in line if you want some, Toga boy. So that should work out for them. They will need labour access, of course. Everybody does. We'll see how this works out then. I don't want them eating these guys' food, so I'm pulling that bit back. Jake, was this much too easy? No, there were a lot of things to consider that, I'll be honest, I didn't want to have to consider. High population goals tend not to be very fun. But this one has some fairly unique challenges with the huge expanse between areas. I think in the end I prefer maps where I can feed everybody and keep it to a high standard. I'm not sure how you would do this map with everybody in Grand Insulae or better. With Grand difficulty, I imagine. Hope those gods aren't too miffed. Now he wants marble. Is there no end to this man's greed? maybe I'm doing too much over here. Still though, marble we can supply you with. I know we have plenty of this stuff, so why don't we cut back and go marble quarry. Chunk, chunk. And its exports over 12 now. Jake, how are Caesar's requests any different from Gods and Emperor? They don't even pester you about it. Hold on. 82 happiness. 92. Okay, it's only every year I need to wait. I'm wasting away thinking it was every... How often was I thinking? I thought it was every 2 years now. No, I mean, yeah, the Caesar requests are a bit annoying, because you can't just run hands off that way. I gotta walk to these guys so they don't hurt my, hurt my prosperity too hard. Alright, plenty of markets, because they need to get food to these guys, and fast. After that, they're going to need their temples as usual. Okay, all the gods are displeased. They demand oracle sacrifices. Oh, there you go. There are your oracles. So you can get cities. And I just need to kill cities somewhere else. Done. As ever, they'll need theatre access. They will want... I'm going to give them a school and a library because I know I'm going to need both. No, let's not be foolish here. I will give them only a library because a library is all they need, strictly. Give them that doctor that keeps them alive too. These all merge together quite well. I never checked how my health was over here for doctors, but it seems like everybody's getting it, which is ideal. This is all actually working out pretty good. I only need to hit that population a bit harder, and I think these guys are going to do that for me. Unexpected. Oh my god, that is cruel. Putting it right there, okay. I gotta stop them. Because they're gonna ruin a lot of people's lives. Alright, there's nothing I can do but get there as fast as I can. But they are almost certainly going to come in and ruin some infrastructure. Yep, yep. Oh, I'm feeling this one. Goodbye food, goodbye buildings. Oh, dearie me. Oh, but the prefect's up to the task.
I'm not paid enough to fight. The city's defenses should never have let the enemy through.
This one's broken. He does have that voice line in the game, but it's obviously not mapped to work properly. Alright, get these Numidian scum out of my land. Alright, job well done, everybody. Back home. I got some fixing to do now. Let's fix as fast as we can. That was an aqueduct, and that was a reservoir. And that was a workshop for wine. One of the most important things to get back in a jiffy is my granary, or else there are going to be a lot of starving people. What else was there? Wine and wheat. prefectures as well, very important to keep around. Now unfortunately that's going to hurt my peace rating because they came and just torched a load of my stuff. And they took down a market, and I think that's the end of it. There we go. Food stocks are low here, so this is going to hurt. How many people do you have now? It says at the top population 13,000. And it's going to get higher. It needs to be 15,000 to win. Of course, tax your people. Don't know why I did that twice, just felt the need, I guess. Okay. He's getting real mad, what a shame. Okay, I have all the peace that I need. Soon I'll have all the favor I need. Prosperity is held back by overall city housing, which is troublesome because this is as far as we've gotten with getting nicer houses. I would need considerably nicer houses to get that up, or... what are my options here? I'm gonna move the forum so I can have another wonderful house here. Bit more. I hope I don't need another patrician area. That'll be difficult. One problem is I have so many 1x1s of these casas that they are hurting prosperity quite a lot. Probably more so than all these tents, but I can kibosh a lot of tents because they eat into it a lot as well. Overall city housing holding us back is bad. Would imply that I need a lot more villas or a lot fewer 1x1s. There's not a lot I can do about that. However, all is not lost. I can evolve these guys. It would be difficult, but I can. It would be very difficult. Yikes, I actually dread to think. But if I had a huge amount of pottery here, for example, these guys could all pop up to be fine, upstanding, just betters. Yes, that is very possible. But there's always a but. We'll see what we can do with what we have right now. We're almost at the population limit, population goal at least. Each pottery workshop can support 20 houses, 4 can support 80, way more than enough. Yeah, one supports 20, you're right. What did I think? Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? I thought one workshop provided for... No, I think you are right. I'm continuing to think you're right now.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't sail this way. This city never buys anything or sells anything.
Okay, but still it concerns me because I'm kind of out of farmland to use if I wanted to make another patrician block. What would a man do? Not out, I suppose. I have this, but I don't have great lands to use it for. But again, I'm not out. I could still use it. Could make another bunch of patricians just like this. It would be difficult. The space is not on my side. How would I do it then? Talk to me. Wheat, wheat, wheat. And veggies. Veggies, veggies. Yeah, so far so not bad. Some olives too. Then it would have to come along here. Then it could be simple, just hits up the granary. I need some warehouses as well, quite a few. So maybe that granary's a bit too close. Let's get it a few people just to get it started. Same problem with no pottery right now though, and that's a long way to go to get some. Yeah, all the way over there. But it could well be doable. It's a long way, but it could be doable. If we moved our doctor about, hopefully everybody still gets doctor access with this guy moved. So we could go along there, through here. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Oil guy, a furniture guy, and I'll have pottery at the other end. So he's a bit closer to where he needs to be. Timber yard, 2 workshops for it. And a couple of workshops for oil. That gets us this, and then I need a good long streak of what I need, or what I'm looking for here. Could even round it about there. Snazzy, right? Okay, but they'll need a reservoir. Also, if this place gets attacked, it is, there's no resurrection for it. See what we can make happen here. This is kind of getting sloppy because I'm at where I need to be with population more or less, but now it's just prosperity, which is one of the harder things to get. Okay. For vegetables, 1 for wheat. Wheat one's closer. Let's see what we get going here. Well, we'll probably get some fire because it's going to take ages for people to get here. Maybe not. Prefecture? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're good. At least I hope we're good. So you're gonna go and get the stuff you need in these guys. I just need to fill with every desire they could possibly want. Jake, you set both granaries to vegetables. You are completely right. Thanks for that. Hopefully you can go and get those veggies then. Much better. I love seeing granaries full up. It just gives me a sense of, I don't know, cozy. These guys not having religion is pretty bad though. That's impacting prosperity pretty heavily. All the gods are fairly indifferent, but I'll take indifference. It's the alternative. Kinda like to build it here, but there's no opportunity to do so, so I'm just gonna have to tear one of you down. And there we go. We quite like Mars, he keeps us safe. And as we get food here, I'm going to need to market you guys up. And give you everything you need. So that includes Ceres. And actually Neptune as well. I'm going to put Mercury and Venus elsewhere so they don't feel left out. Mercury and Venus. Starting to feel that timer, even though we're only about halfway through. We just don't want to lose, especially with enemies closing in. So they get that. They're going to need their theater and their amphitheater. And I guess their Colosseum, for which I could have placed better. Oh dear. At least it's probably far enough away that they're not going to cause me some troubles this time. What's the largest house you can get? Medium villa, and I made it that way. So I have only myself to blame if it's difficult. You might reasonably ask why I did that. I just wanted the added challenge of not being able to have palaces. Alright, little I can do with that, so let's just have it play out. I swear I saw some small tents earlier, which is unacceptable. Who's to say? Alright, you guys will get all that, but you will need an actor colony, and a gladiator school, and a lion house. Actually, I might not have left much space here at all for everything I need in terms of people here. Alright, so where's my army? It needs to be here about now-ish. Ah, we're good. We're so good. So maybe having everybody right in the center wasn't the best of ideas. I thought they could react in any direction, but... well, I didn't know where the attacks would be coming from. Oh, wow. Really demanding as that wood. Are gladiators angry about risking their lives for the mere amusement of others who have rebelled against their fate? Well, I have a lot of prefects, so that's good. I think they're just going to break things and I'll just have to deal with it. But I never had a lot of prefects. And I never had a lot of gladiator schools. It was up here. Oh no, oh no. My water. Oh dear Lord. Please, game. I need it rebuilt. That is what some might say pretty bad. However, we have emergency water sources. Connect it up, please. Oh no. Oh no, because it's all tents, it's more flammable. And my prefects are all busy. Okay, that was horrible. God, I hate the that so much. Yeah, Gladiator Revolt is something else. I just drank my population right there. Oh. I accidentally deleted one of my only remaining patricians. Ow. Alright, fires all over the place, lack of water. Oh my god. The feeling of something you built up just burning like that. Mercury's not going to be too happy that his temple burned down. I've never been a fan of natural disasters in city builders. It's always felt like a, hey, you're doing well, I'm just gonna stomp on your jigsaw puzzle or your models. Like, it's like you paint some miniatures for ages and then somebody comes along and just kicks them all down. That's how it's always felt to me. And the Gladiator Revolt is exactly that in my eyes. But maybe I'm just sad because I'm bad. So what else is... oh no. I tore down my residence, which isn't very nice. Okay, is there anything else notably missing? Alright, thank God these guys are back up and going. And now I have enemies at the door, so it's just going from bad to worse here. Okay, we can survive. We've been through worse and we've survived. You need furniture, but the furniture's right there. You should get that in due time. Also, these guys burned down. Who doesn't burn around here? It's the done thing. Okay. But then you're going to want a barber, I know that much.
This city is so dull, I've had patients ask me if I can cure chronic boredom.
Well, it really did wonders for my unemployment, having everybody die. Can you build another reservoir as a water source in the south corner? I could build one here. It would help keep things together if that ever happened again. So yes, you are completely right there. Right, so I just need everything to get back to normal. At least finances are good. Helps out a lot. No clinic, no hospital, but there's a clinic right there. So he's just not doing his rounds properly. There we go, he does his rounds. Of course, I forgot they need wine. And if that's the case... I'll have them get wine, it'll disperse wine, but that's as far as we'll go here. Also, I'll have you both get wine and get pottery, so I have a backup of both. Hopefully it works that way. Czech war is good for the economy. So many people died. And I have enemies at the door. God knows what they're going to destroy. Money's on everything. Okay. This should be survivable. These guys will grow up. I'll just need to figure out what else to do to raise prosperity. And that's the biggest thing I need to do right now. That prosperity needs to rise up something fierce. And the problem is population. I need that population back. So one of these large tent things together takes 28 people. One of these guys takes 17. This guy is... uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Thought they were coming in at the very bottom there. It'd be nice if there were hotkeys for these guys. Maybe it would be too nice. Just want them all over there so I can deal with them. And on you get, lads. You know, before they start attack. Okay, they're attacking. Oh, they're no big deal though. These Numidians are incredibly easy to fight. Which makes my life easier. Anything I can do just to keep that prosperity up. Alright, so I think deleting these will have a better effect on my prosperity than the Casas. So let's start by just purging a whole bunch of them. Sadly, prosperity won't just jump up. It doesn't work that way. So once we have some wine here, and you will get that wine. Oh, you've got that wine. That's good. I also need these guys gone because it's not letting others evolve in the right way. There we go. Ha, this is pretty good actually. This will work wonders for prosperity, at least in a little way. I should have service buildings here so I can have more not service buildings there. So that includes amphitheater, theater, and small temple to Ceres. They should all be there. Bathhouse can't be moved, sadly, but there's nothing I can do about that. But you can also move. Okay, population's getting there. There's still a lot of people that need to return. Lots of empty spaces in homes, but it'll fill up. I just need that prosperity to fill up as well. I guess if there's room, more marketplaces or good marketplaces. A 1, a 1, a 1, a 1. And I can evolve these guys pretty nicely. Kind of feel sad for how far these guys have to go to get both pottery and wine. It's quite a distance. But I am making enough, thankfully. But I want them to fill up on both pottery and wine before I start putting more stress on both of them. Oh, right. The gods. Neptune in particular is a bit angry, especially since I took care of his other, yeah, I took care of that. But where's my pottery? I need that over here. Good enough. There we go. And of course you need a hospital. I wonder if that'll do. So I'd like to have a hospital here. Fantastic. More villas. More villas that, of course, need more taxes. Plenty of storms coming in. Probably aided by the wrath of Neptune. I made him pretty angry. Alright, great. This is just great. It'll help out with population so I can delete crappy buildings, and it boosts my prosperity in itself. think surely there's more. Yeah, there we go. Trying to think of better places to put my fountains, but it'll do. More enemies closing in. I need to wrap this level up soon enough. Prosperity is rising, but it needs to rise a lot more. Purging the tents helped, but only so far. Or only in so far. Oh no. Well, I mean, maybe that'll help the prosperity. Please, game, though, I need to clear this level at some point. Ah, perhaps I had more prefectures and they just burned down. The game incorrectly tells you that oracles need road access to function. This is a complete fabrication. They do not. Satisfied with how ugly this area looks, but I find an oracle or two always makes people change their mind. Ah, yeah. Phew. I feel like this mission could have been done quite a while ago. Just gotta get that prosperity and that population just up a wee touch more. Not too shabby. Could be better, but it's still not too shabby. As in, these guys want more niceties. Think I have an idea for that. Large statue moves back a bit. We got a couple of small statues here. The rest is filled with gardens. How does that work out for you guys? The answer's pretty well. Yeah. It feels good. Feels good to set up villas like that. So it says prosperity is rising. I'm gonna need a lot of it to rise though. It rises each year, and I only have 10 years left, so I need it to rise by quite a lot right about now. Because otherwise we're looking good on our fronts here. Maybe not in the population, but I think we still have immigrants coming in. Oh, by the many. The enemies are pretty at the door, though. Oh. Ah. Okay, we still have migrants coming in. Oh, that's harsh. Prosperity is hurting that badly. As in, I need another 18 of it, and it's still being held back by quality of housing. The best way to do that is to delete a lot of casas. lot of casas, and then only really rely on the ones that merge. But I have a lot of single casas. I mean, there's still tents to be destroyed, but that's not going to save me here. Yeah, it's this enormous amount of casas I have that are unmerged. This is difficult because I have very, very little space left with which to feed people. So if I want casas, I mean, it's still possible, it's just difficult. How are we for unemployment? Tons of it, good. Okay, well, gotta get to work then. One by ones have no room in my city. There's a lot of population. I mean, just watch my population sink as I do this. It's unfortunate that I didn't get many mergers over here, because this is part of what's killing my prosperity. Also, this is exactly where I can feed lots of people. Ooh, that's exactly the point. That's exactly it. Good thinking, Batman. We already have lots of food, almost too much food over here. It's what I need to make use of. Some of them I kind of have to keep, like those guys. They're good for labor. Dennis says finally he realizes half of his food is rotting away. It's not just that it's rotting away, it's just that I needed a good way to capitalize on it. Didn't feel like I had much options there. I don't have a lot of building space. Alright, so my population is now hemorrhaging, but this is going to free up a lot of food anyway. I didn't run the numbers, so I don't know how much food is going to waste here. Alright, that should help grow prosperity something fierce. So how do we do this then? A 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1. It's going to be pretty tenty, but basically I want mergers and nothing but here. That's not how it works. Oh well, I guess it's how it works today. Mergers and nothing but, everything else will just be purged. Includes anything we get over there. Alright, game, I'm in a hurry. Let's do this. Oh hey, Dusty's here. Maybe you were there for a long time and I never clocked on. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a lot of beggars that I just killed. Coming back for what they feel the world owes them. More space for prefectures and engineers, of course. And this is probably going to tank my prosperity a bit, so I'm going to end up with a lot more of these, but it's okay. If it merges, I want it. And hey, we've got quite a few mergers here. Going to do a strip along here just in case it encourages more mergers, and it does. And I guess the same here, but it doesn't work that way. But it could work that way. That's probably not worth it. Okay. Ah yes, down here as well. Whoop. And there we go. We got those mergers. Good. Not good. Also not good. Jeez, why are they so in love with up there? At least I've learned that these guys are enough to deal with them. However, I always want to send my legionnaires just in case things get out of hand. And you can't click on the minimap to move your units after you've selected them, sadly. Alright, just get on with that. I'm sure no matter how haphazardly I put it out there, you'll be just fine. Meanwhile, I got people to destroy. And I guess I have to feed these guys as well, but that's okay. Plenty of food to go around, guys. And we get to enjoy the awesome music for a bit longer. You can't go wrong with that. Alright, nothing happening there. Okay. No easy way to get you your water. Oh, no, maybe there is. Oh, this is ugly. This is committing a lot of sins. It's all in the interest of clearing this map because time is a limiting factor here. Ha! Numidians. Prefer the old Midians myself. Alright, I need even more timber here. This is getting excessive. Now I haven't taken one look at something I like to check out, and that is, not population, that looks bad, but the census. It's going to be a while before we actually start feeling the lack of workforce due to changes in demographics. A long while, in fact. Alright, not too worried about efficiency here. I have plenty of workers. You don't even work. Just grand. means we can prefecture away in here. Gonna plaza it up just for the hell of it. I don't need to go so prefecture crazy out here, although I will keep one, and the rest of you can worry about markets. Need a bit more stuff here though. Maybe I don't need you as a market, but these guys need more services. And sadly, I didn't get a lot of big areas of non-mergers, so I can't actually thunk down things like religion, which is something I definitely need. Everybody likes Mars. Let's get some more Mars in our life, but where? Oh well. Kathunk, kathunk. And hopefully this just works, because they are going to need opium for the masses. And I suppose entertainment. Hopefully that's enough for them. The rest, I mean, what they feel they lack, I can deal with gardens. Lots of gardens. And I can even give them the actor colony somewhere here that might affect them. One can only hope. Now we're talking. That should help out with population and with, okay, well, all of these people don't have full capacity there. That's a spirit Mars. Give me that guardian spirit. Alright, prosperity still needs to rise, and it needs to rise quite a bit because I am running out of time. I've got less than 10 years now. Population's going to good places, but I need another 1,000. Probably have space for another 1,000. Hopefully I have space for another 1,000. But just look at that time trickle away. Still held back by housing. I mean, granted, I still have quite a few 1x1s. But there comes a point where I'm gonna have to wonder what more the game can want from me here. I can't have all of these, all this, I can't actually get rid of all this. Still though, those aren't the main problem, it's the lots of these that I have. So many of these guys just don't merge. But again, this is me crippling my population. Well, I just gotta find more that merge. It's as simple as that. If they merge, we can have them. If they don't, send them back home. no. Oh no. Actually, I wonder how that happened. The prefects just not worked hard enough? Did they not get enough labor? I don't actually know there. Okay, right. I tried to remove water so that things would merge. They did not. So away you all go. Quite a good amount of mergers here. Fishing for merges is not glorious work, but I guess it needs to be done. Jake, why don't you use roadblocks? There are no gatehouses for this mission. They were banned. Prosperity's getting closer, but it's not quite there. I wonder if it's actually just the case that it can't be done with this setup. Unless I had an inhumane number of these, which might be what I need. There's still opportunity here to build a lot more of them. I could use getting warehouses for the goods and feed them with this. That might be what I need to do. It's close enough to be able to do it fast. As long as I'm able to get them these goods. So what would that mean? Wheat. Yeah, I could set this up better. Also, I'm very low on time, so I gotta act fast here. Oh, population is still struggling though. Wheat, vegetables, 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 vegetable. Oh, I do not know what I'm doing here. That kind of cuts into the good space. And this is where I need to fight. Yeah, what is this? Feeling the pressure, because no time. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sadly, they don't loop around, but what you gonna do about that? They meet into Granary 1 and Granary 2, I guess? Which take wheat and vegetables. And they're all part of a relatively large block. It's an inefficient kind of block though. There, I wonder if that'll do. There's actually space for more, but how many does this support? 320, 640, 1280. In into these. So 10, 20, just about 30 of them, and I doubt I'll get that many here. Okay, well, needs must, and this must work fast. I gotta hope these guys actually look for employment around here. Or better yet, we have this one actually enter through here, and then exit out there. So they have to make this one happy. It's going to take a lot of decoration, but that's okay. And we'll do it much the same that we did the other one. Jake, prefectures. I know, but prefectures will do me no good until I have people here. We're getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That'll do for now. I'll get markets right next to you. Always need a fair few of them. And I need getting warehouses here. Two will have to do. So the oil looks fine, this all looks fine, but the wine is all over here, and oddly enough it also looks fine. Thought I'd be more struggling for wine imports. Well, you know what? I guess I can import wine. It's not that expensive, and it'll keep me flush. Prefecture, engineer post. Should be able to take care of everything. Oh boy, I do not have a lot of time until it's game, set, and match. Join me, people. I need migrants, and I need them bad. I will not like being here, but that's okay. That's not okay. I think I just blocked the main road. No, I did not. It's okay. Okay. These guys need their usual, which is gods. Ceres and Neptune will do. Not great space for Colosseum. It's usually best there, but I don't want to antagonize people, so it's going down here. So Colosseum, theater, and amphitheater, which allows me to put all the supply buildings over here, which is Gladiator School, which thankfully won't revolt anymore, Actor Colony, and Lion House. So this guy's not going to be happy where he's living. I'm not sure enough large statues would ever do it, but I'll try. What now? I'm going to kibosh in education, just keep them linked at hovel level for a wee while. Actually, there should be few enough that it doesn't hurt that much, right? Nah, we'll still kibosh for a wee bit. What else are they going to need? They've got their things coming in. Well, I don't need to tax, and what I need to do is win, so let's keep that in mind. Oh god! Somebody warned me about prefectures, I'm sure. And I didn't listen. Good lord, that's impressive fire risk around here. Alright, finally I got 100 wood for Toga Boy. Alright. Have you pacified the natives, Jake? Oh, we pacified them long ago. It's one of the first things you should do because trading with them is ultra lucrative, especially if you have your warehouse right next to them. Alright, time is a-wasting. They are going to need a school, probably in multiple places. And a library, of course. One should do. Then it's just all the everything, right? And bathhouse. I need to keep this route open so people can go down it. So, what more will they possibly need? So we'll find out in due time. They got their pottery. I guess I never did build that clinic. Doctor and hospital both over here. Hopefully both good enough. 15,000, we've finally hit the population requirement, but prosperity is badly needed. Okay, I need you to take a proper route there, Doctor Man. Okay, that's not good. Unless he somehow takes a better route next time. He does! That's unexpected, but it makes me happy. They'll get their wine, and this should be the last bump I need for prosperity. It also bumps up population, so that's good. I'll plaza it a lot, so they get everything they could potentially need. And the librarian isn't doing their rounds, though, sadly. Plonk the library over here, instead of over there, where it's clearly not working. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, this is going to be a test. Fortunately, natives are really easy to beat. But now I have buildings a lot closer to them than they ever were before. Okay, we can do this. We're so close to finishing this map. We're also so close to losing this map. There we go. Now while that's going on, I still have to do my best here. I'm giving my all. That's quite a few of them. It's okay, we should be good. Oh, sweet! Mars is there to save me. Great. Just great. Good old Mars had my back. But what's causing you guys to not be so happy? All looks well. Ah, you evolved in a... No, you evolved in a fine way. That's alright. So close. I just need a few more of these and I am done like dinner. It's actually lack of food that's hurting them at the moment. Because I never really let enough of it grow, but that's alright. It's alright. Wheat, wheat, veggie, 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 veggie. I hope that's enough. But this should be plenty to feed all these guys. It's just a case of scaling it up properly. And since my population is high enough, I can start destroying more casas. One by ones preferably. But I'm not sure we even have any left. Aha. They're always where you least expect them. With every other casa. Then there are these guys. I would love to just... Well, I know what I can do actually. I can destroy you, throw down a school, and then just like that, fewer hobbles. And these guys are all growing up to fine, upstanding medium insulate. Medium villas. Okay, wages have gone up. I need to keep, stay on top of that. But since I feed practically everybody, I can afford to up my taxes. I think 14% is... it's a good number. Also the power of the Oracle is required here. Just need some more culture and we're good. Now I can't gain culture at all from academies, which means we need to have one hell of a school district around here. And I'm also going to need a ton of libraries. It's okay. Overnight our people are going to become so much more learned. And theatres play into it as well. Nothing to say these poor sods can't have a bit of fun. Alright. Close to defeat. But Mzab's pulled through. We just need that that stat to be reassessed, and there we go. 56 months spare and we made it. So thanks a lot, Dusty. I was wrong. I assumed Pepper had made this. Because Pepper was sending me messages saying, oh, I'll have a map for you. And then I got one and didn't even think twice about it. But there we go, 15,000, more than that, people living here. All is looking great. Well, tricky. But still, once again, we've proven ourselves to be one of Rome's finest governors. I don't like the one-of part. But yes, it all looks very swimmingly for our city here. Great, that feels good. I'm glad I was able to get through this. And as I said, if you have a map that you want to throw my way, please do. I'd be happy to play it. I'm always happy to play more Caesar. Whew. Yeah, that was pretty damn good. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So it's been quite a Sunday of streaming actually between.